Okay, I'm Florestine Bird, and this is what I wish you knew. Growing up as a child, what I remember, and what me and my sisters remember, is the Indian agents used to come down the road, down the gravel road, and we would know they were coming because they're the only people that would have a car, so you'd see the dust. You'd see the dust flying from the gravel, so we knew it was them, so we'd go hide. And there was one particular day that I remember when we were hiding by the road. We were picking strawberries because that's what we used to eat. And we used to eat rose hips when we were out in the bush all day because that's where we'd have to be out all days, out in the bush. But this one day we were close to home. We were by the road when the Indian agents came, and we were right there. And we almost got caught. Yeah. But we hid, we crunched down, we hid. And we didn't move. We didn't make them one move, and they didn't see us. And I heard my mom that day, my mom said, I don't have any children. It was good for us that day because we didn't get caught. We were lucky. Yeah. And if my mom would have got caught doing that, my mom would have had to go to jail, and my dad would have been penalized. My mom, she was a residential school mother, so my mom was no better. My mom learned how to be abusive. She was very abusive verbally and physically. And my dad was physically abusive to us too, because that's the way they grew up. That was normal for them. But I made a promise to myself that I would never hit my kids, touch my kids. And I have a hard time yelling at them, because when I do yell at them, then they cry. But I never hit my children. I never did. And that's where you have to break the chains of physical abuse, mental abuse, all of this stuff. When you come from a parent that has residential school, was from residential school because that's all they learned, and I don't blame my mom for it one little bit because she was put into that system. She was there right up until she was 16, and then she got let go. And she was only allowed to go up to grade 6, and then she was domesticated from then on. And my mom never graduated, but she always spoke her language. They could never take that from her. Yeah. And one thing about my mom, she always told us, I said, oh, Mom, that's a hard call. And so I tried to be happy every day. She never got a chance to tell her story because she died before she got the residential school compensation. It was the federal agents that made life hell for us as kids. It wasn't Mom and Dad. It was that was put on them. My mom couldn't wash clothes on certain days because then they'd know she had children. They weren't allowed to plant gardens because then you'd know you had children. Anyway, that's my story, and this is a tribute to Mom.